Hi, welcome friends. Welcome to Corky's Tea Time. There's two subjects I would like to talk to you about today. One of them I'm not a fan of. One of them has me kind of like, why are you doing this? What I'm talking about is I received a letter from my health insurance company that they would like to send a nurse in, a home care nurse, and what she's supposed to do, he or she, they consider it a bonus checkup. Okay? It says a special visit at no cost to you could help you better manage your health. That's how important our members are to us. And it says last year, many members took advantage of our comprehensive in home or virtual health assessment. You're not coming to my house. Dead subject. Okay? What are you doing? Going to people's homes? Are you searching for people that you could put into nursing homes or assisted living? What is the real reason you want to go into people's homes? Our homes are our sanctuaries. This is our safe space, okay? You only let in who you want to let in. Now, I've heard of other YouTubers, they are receiving the same letters from their insurance companies. Don't know if they have the same insurance or not. But why do you really want to come to our homes and assess us, okay? Are you looking to see if maybe there's potentially a prepper inside this house or the other houses that you've been to? Okay? Are you trying to find out what my food value is? What is the real reason? It's kind of suspicious. It's just I can understand it if I was on hospice. I can understand it if I was very ill. I'm an everyday person, Joe Schmo. There's no reason to want to come to my house. I find it offensive, Now I'm sure there's going to be somebody who's going to leave in the comment section about the reason being that they're doing this, but I still say that they're shopping. Who can they remove from their home? What value does their homes or possessions hold that would make a profit for a facility? Because facilities are not just going into the healthcare, they're going into the real estate, okay? I used to be a nurse's aide, okay? And I had seen for many years when my facility had turned into a real estate agency. And the people who do the advertising, they had a job description. I can't remember what it was, but that was their marketers. They were into marketing, okay? And what they did was, oh, you don't have the money to pay to come and live in our facility, but you need the help. Sign your house over to us. We'll sell your home. What we get for your home will entitle you to live there for X amount of time. It's not guaranteed that you will live there for the rest of your life, because I have seen people run out of money, patients, residents, whatever you want to call them, run out of money, and their family members don't have any money. All of a sudden, family members just disappear, okay? When grandma or grandpa, auntie, or uncle had money, oh, family members were around all the time, all the holidays. As soon as the money ran out, they're gone, okay? I have seen the facility load up patients, residents, whatever you want to call them, put them in a taxi cab, and drop them off at the hospital, and let the world figure it out from there what they're going to do with that elderly person. They end up in state homes. Oh, those places are terrible. I worked there, and I worked there because I didn't want to, but I had to because I wanted to move up in the world, and sometimes you have to take a real bad job to show that you're strong and that you can do this. And I tell you what, them poor little residents, they had paper-thin blankets. One of my co-workers used to go to yard sales and thrift stores and buy blankets in the wintertime and coats and whatnot for the residents there, because there was no money to take care of these residents, because this is Medicaid. It's not even Medicare. It's Medicaid taking care of these folks. The pay is very, very low. The quality of care is very low. The buildings that they are in are very shoddy, okay? Our futures look bleak, okay? Now I'm speaking from experience. family has to take care of family. Don't go into a facility. And I think that those letters that are going out, because like I said, there's other YouTubers who have let people into their home from these letters. And then they have talked about what they went through. But what were they really looking at? What was the whole picture they're looking at? And you might think for the next 30 days, oh, it's clear sailing. I haven't heard anything from anybody. 90 days might go by, but guess what? In 6 months, your world might get turned upside down. Maybe even a year, okay? And, sorry for the coughing. The pollen outside is nice and green. And it's all over everything. So I kind of started out with a scratchy throat this morning and some nasal drip, but you don't need to know about that. It's just nice green pollen. And my cup is currently empty. I don't have anything else to drink. And so now on to something more happy. Something that is fun. Gardening. I picked up this magazine. It's by Southern Living. And it's called Growing and Eating Vegetables. Look at that cover. Isn't that beautiful? All those tomatoes in that nice old-fashioned wire basket. That is so cool. What's really something that made me chuckle, front of the magazine says Growing and Eating Vegetables. The advertisement on the back would have to do with eating vegetables. Look who's here. Yep. But I'm like, the magazine is supposed to be about growing your vegetables, you know. And I copied an idea right here on this page. They're growing lettuce in a bowl outside. And it's container gardening. Just do what you can, you know, for yourself. This grows so easy. I have it growing on the front porch. I went to the hardware store and I bought a urn. It's plastic. And I've got my lettuce growing in there. And it's just doing great. I'd like for it to be a little further along. But we're not getting enough consecutive sunny days. And that's why it's taking a little longer to grow. Look at those sweet peas. Look at that color. That's just gorgeous. Our sweet peas did so good last year. Sweet peas and bush beans. And you could just walk outside, snap one off the vine. And they were so delicious. And I didn't grow very many because it was my first time doing it. And I did not know how good it would come out. But it was so delicious, so wonderful. And look at this picture here. This is very colorful, very pretty. This Meyer lemon tree. Isn't that just gorgeous? That is so pretty. Yeah, we have one. And it's just wonderful. And what happened was last year, we had it outside pretty late in the summer. And fall was coming, and I left it out there. And I kept saying, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, and I didn't. And a cold snap came. Took those leaves right off. So now instead of our Meyer lemon being a 1 to 3 year plant, it's now a 3 to 5 year plant before we'll see anything produced on it. We brought it in, repotted it, fresh soil. We have it in the guest room in the window. It's very happy. It's thriving. It grew 3 new branches full of leaves. It's doing great. And the thing is about these gardens is they always come and they take pictures of these perfect gardens. Do they ever come and take pictures of gardens that are struggling along? They don't. Now, one of the things is I was looking at trellises. And I was looking at a black wrought iron one. $42. And then by the time you add tax, we're at $50. But you could go buy a package of these bamboo canes for like $12. And if you do it TP style, you could get 3 or 4 trellises for your sweet peas and whatnot. So I definitely think that's the way to go. Now I will be planting some zinnias. I will be planting some acorn squash, some zucchini, and some pumpkin. I haven't planted sunflowers in years. Look at these colors. Aren't they just gorgeous? Just so pretty. Very, very nice, you know. I haven't grown sunflowers in many years. And I want to talk to you about our ecosystem. And what I mean by that is by putting in our garden, we got a pair of pigeons that come, a male and a female. I have a male and a female crow that come. I have hummingbirds, ground sparrows. I have finches, red-faced finches. I have a woodpecker. Gosh, that thing was as cute as could be. And I have a parrot. So obviously somebody's parrot had gotten out, and the parrot likes to come to our garden. I think I will have to go to the pet store to see if I could specifically find something for the parrot. Maybe if I put some fresh fruit out for the parrot. Maybe the parrot would like that. But what an honor to have so many things come to our garden. The ground sparrow went inside the flower box where I was growing the mint. And we could watch the male and female ground sparrow go and get lawn clippings off the lawn after my husband had clipped the lawn. And they would hop up there into the mint plant. When they were done, you know, you could see the little leaves on the mint plant moving around. They would hop out, go get some more grass clippings, hop back inside the mint plant, and you can see the little leaves moving around. Well, I killed off my mint plant because I didn't want to get her nest wet or her eggs or drown her babies, so I didn't water the mint while she was raising her babies in there. After she left, I dug up her nest out of my mint. I kept it. I still have it. And I just felt so blessed, you know. And we felt like we were grandparents because we would go out there and see the little blue eggs with the brown spots on them inside the nest, inside our mint plant. And then one day we heard the babies, and so we went out there and we looked. It was just like being a proud grandparent, you know. And I just felt so honored that she chose my garden. Out of the whole community, she picked mine, you know. And we just felt so good because all this wildlife comes. We do have a family of raccoons who like to cross through here at night. Now, I like to put some fish out and some other goodies for them. But I tell you what, something's in my garden digging at night. I go out there in the morning and I fix it, and gosh darn it, I'll go out the next morning and it's dug up again. Fencing. I have to invest some money in fencing. And it's going to have to be fencing that is very tightly woven. Because it has to keep this wildlife out, whatever's doing it. I don't think it's a cat. I do think maybe possibly squirrel, you know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep this little critter out. But I do need, you know, to find a way to save that garden. You know, we went through this last year. And it was almost like we were camping out in the garden to keep them away. Couldn't afford fencing. Fencing is very expensive, you know, just like soil, very expensive. And so we'll see how this goes, how it plays out. And we'll just keep you posted and see how it goes. I do have one question to ask, though. If you do like this video, will you please click like and subscribe? Thank you for your time. I really appreciate you doing that. Thank you very much. And so back to the garden. I just love doing the gardening because it gets you out of the house. It gets you moving. It's kind of a meditation too, because you're focusing on, you're checking your plants, you're watering them, you know. I have found myself talking to my plants, you know, and I have stood out there and I've told God, thank you. Thank you for giving me the knowledge, the ability, the skill, and the space to even do a little container gardening. You know, that's a good thing. Well, here's my fourth interruption of the day. This is little Pee-wee over here barking. Hey, come here. Come here. No, she's not going to stop. She's going to do what she wants to do. That's how little dogs are. They are yipers. But I really enjoy my gardening because that's how I find myself, is in a meditative state, you know. And I feel like happy. I feel happy when I'm gardening. It feels good. Especially if I drive away from the house for a while and I come back and I see all this labor, all this production because of the little bit of labor that I put into this. And, you know, it's great. It's just great. And I really liked it how the strawberries did so good last year. And my husband would say, I'll be right back. And we're making pancakes for breakfast or something. He'll go outside, or waffles or whatever we're doing for breakfast. He'll go outside and he'll get some strawberries and he'll come in the house and wash them off. And while we're sitting there eating breakfast, it's like, this is from our garden. We didn't have to go to the store. We didn't have to go find a farm stand or go to a farmer's market, you know, even though we love all those things, you know. We did this ourselves. We did it right here by the grace of God. He gave us the skill, the knowledge, and the ability. It's a good thing, and it feels good. I encourage you, even if it's just one little pot, just grow a little something. It doesn't have to be edible, but even if it's a flower, if you nurture it, just nurture something. That's all you're doing, and it feels so good, especially when you see the end results. You know, it just feels so good. So I hope you enjoyed skimming through that Southern Living magazine. I thought it was a kind of a cool magazine, and I really liked the colorful pictures. So if you leave down in the comment section below, tell me what you are growing, whether it be one pot or whether it be a whole garden. Until next time, I will see you later. Bye-bye. Still recording.